Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem and Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And Shalom to the elect out there pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. This is the brother Yahweh Allah from GMS Chicago coming at you with another lesson. And, in this lesson, I'm going to go into addressing the B.O.Is, the black-only Israelites, and the Negroes and all the other nations out there that consider the so-called Latinos to be Spanish, man, and refer to them as such, man. Let me start off, quick and to the point by saying we are not Spanish, man. The so-called Latinos, Native Americans, but more so the Latinos, the Mexicans, and all those in Central America who were at one point conquered by the Spaniards, man. All right, quick to call us Spanish just because we speak Spanish, man, having no understanding. All right, so I'm going to start off right here at Ecclesiastes 4:16. It says, there is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. Okay, because actually, let me just finish it. It says, they also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. But the point is at the top. It says, there is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. Okay, so the nations that were from the beginning are still here, man. All right, a nation doesn't get completely eradicated, man. All right, we still have the same nations here, man. And the reason I bring this out is because they say that because we were conquered by the Spaniards, that automatically makes us Spanish, man. That shit does not make any sense, man. And to clear things up, I want to go over here. This photo I have. This is the social structure of the Spanish colonies, man. All right, because and this is the way it is. This is the way it was when we were being conquered, and it gives you background and understanding of who the people that you find in Mexico now are. All right. So when you look all the way to the top, it says Peninsulares. Those are people that were born in Spain that came to the Americas, in a quest to take over land, to enslave our people. These are the true Spaniards. All right, and they were at the top of the food chain. They were at the top of the food chain, for to say. It says that's the Peninsulares because they lived in they come from the Iberian Peninsula, which that consists of Portugal and Spain. Okay, then you had the Creoles, and those are the people of European descent born in the colonies. All right, now those are actual Edomites again, man, because we got to keep in mind that these so-called Caucasians, these so-called white people, they're really Edomites. Okay, and they came and raped, robbed, and murdered our nation, man. All right, but that's not to say that we're Spaniards. All right, but we're gonna go into that. Then the next, this is where it gets for some it could get tricky. All right, you have the mestizos and the mulattoes. Okay, the mestizos are mixed. All right, as you quote unquote mixed, which we know there's no such thing as mixed. But according to the Bible, you are what your father is. Okay, and actually, before we keep going, let me get back from here. Before we keep going, let me get that scripture. This is Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. Okay, so this is how ancient Israel, this is how Israel has always kept their pedigrees, how they always kept their lineage. It was through the house of their fathers. Okay, now if we go back to the picture, to this image, That's something that you have to keep in account, because yes, we're not denying that our women didn't get raped by these Edomites and they had kids, but that's not to say that that now, because some of our women got raped, or a lot of our women got raped, not to say most, but that's not to say that we're all Spaniards now, man. That shit doesn't make any sense. Because if you take an example of even the so-called Negro slavery, what would happen when the Edomite, the so-called Caucasian, will rape one of the Negroes? And that woman, oftentimes she'll get pregnant. And do you think that kid, or that kid went back and joined their white fathers? Hell no. Okay? They stood among the slave population, man. Okay? And as that kid continued to be among the Negroes, he became more and more like those people, man, to look more like them. All right. So that kid actually comes from the line of Esau, man, even though he may look like a so-called Negro. And that's the same thing that happened with the mestizos, man, on the other side. All right. Yeah, some of our women got raped, but their kids ended up being in a higher their kids were still Edomites, man, even though they may have looked like us. Okay, so it's a mix, man. You have mestizos, that could be Edomites, but then you also have mestizos that are Jakes, man. Okay, because let's say that slave Indian or slave African had a daughter. All right, well, that daughter will still go into the pool of the slaves. All right, she would still be a slave, and she could be lighter, and from time and time, you'll have more lighter kids, man. More as those kids, are mixed in the pot. They could get lighter, man. Because a woman doesn't give down a lineage, man. She just gives off her characteristics. Okay. So her being a daughter and not a son, she was gonna be taken by an Israelite man. All right, and her having a kid from an Israelite man, she's gonna have a lighter kid, man. So it's mixed, man. The mestizos, just like the mulattoes, can be either Edomite or they can be Israelites. All right, but nevertheless, if you go all the way to the bottom, it says Native Americans and people of African descent, right? And if you look even at the most bottom, it says these are the ones with the least power, and these are those with the most power. Okay, I mean most people, the most people and the least power. Okay, so here it goes to show you that the Edomites, the so-called white people, they were at the top of the food chain. All right, they were at the top of the social structure, but yet they were the fewest people, man. They weren't all high in numbers that they took and completely eradicated the Native Americans and the people of African descent. It's just clear as day. There was more of us than there were of them. Okay, but so-called some Negroes and these B.O.Is, these black only Israelites, they like to run and say that now we're all Spaniards because we were conquered by them. With that same logic, then that would make Negroes English because you guys were conquered by the English. That shit makes no sense, man. All right, so y'all can stop calling us Spanish because we're not Spanish, man. We're so-called Latinos and Native, the so-called Latinos, which really we're the northern kingdom of the nation of Israel, man. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna keep going here. It's Jeremiah, and I always bring out this scripture, but this is just to point out, man, the Israelites, man, throughout the scripture, it talks about two major groups that are gonna be united at the end, man, which is talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right, but if it was all Negroes, then there wouldn't be these big two groups, man. All throughout the scripture, it talks about two groups coming together, man. All right. So this prophecy cannot be ignored, man. Okay. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. There go the two sets of people. All right. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Now, I always bring this out, but this Babylon is talking about modern Babylon, which is America. The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans are oppressed together here in America. We know this is ancient Babylon because Judah, for the most part, was the only one that went into the Babylonian captivity, the ancient Babylonian captivity. Okay? For the most part, Israel, the 10 tribes, the northern kingdom, they were sent unto the Assyrian captivity, which was before the Babylonian captivity. Okay? So obviously this is talking about modern day, man. We're oppressed together now, man. We're the ones on the bottom of the social diagram, the social pyramid. You know, we're considered to be at the bottom of society, man. All right. Then you jump over here in Revelations 11. Then it talks about the two witnesses, man. All right. It's Revelations 11:3, and I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,203 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. And that's talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, man, because they were prophesied to come back together and be as one, man. All right, it's not all Negroes, man. You know, the scripture is clear, man. There's these two. The two kingdoms of Israel were gonna come back together, man. You know, these B.O.Is, man, they're quick to forget about that, man. You know, this is and I'm gonna finish it off with this last scripture. This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 15. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. All right, that's that unifying again, man. Because we were split after the reign of King Solomon. Okay. And the scriptures, you know, all throughout ending towards Revelations, it never gave the account, the historical account, when they did come together, man. It only gave prophecies, man. So obviously this was gonna happen in ancient Babylon, in modern Babylon, as we read in Jeremiah 50, man. Okay, verse 17, it says. Verse 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? All right, and that's exactly what happens when we're out there in the highways and the byways, and we have that stick, we have that 12 charge sign, man, joining the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans together, man. That's how I woke up, man. I walked up, I saw the sign, I said, what is this all about, man? All right, this is prophecy. All right, and those of you who don't want to be with it, man, you guys are against the Heavenly Father, man. and for that you're gonna get a judgment, man. It's no new thing under the sun, man. As before, they couldn't accept the Gentiles that look like the other nations. That's the same way now, man. You got these B.O.Is that can't accept the northern kingdom, you know, who has mixed himself among the nations, man. As it is written in Hosea, Ephraim is a cake not turned. He has mixed himself among the nations, man. All right. So, anyways, man, for you B.O.Is, man, y'all denying your brethren. Hey, well, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is gonna deny you, man, and we'll see you on the next go around. All right. So, let me see if I can read a little bit more. Verse 19, it says, "Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, because I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in my hand, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before thy eyes, and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall no more, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore, man." And that's what we're waiting on, man. For Israel to be on one accord again, to come back together, to be one nation, man. All right. So with that, you know, I hope the elect out there was edified. I want to end by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And shalom to the elect out there pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. To y'all brothers, man, I say shalom and abba babal.